Wayne Colby, and welcome to this week's edition of Grant's 10-Minute Meals. Joining me today is our Blue Well meat manager, John Williams, and he's going to tell us all about our brand new seafood section here at our Blue Well location. I've already put some butter on the grill and a little bit of olive oil. We're going to be doing salmon, we're going to do some shrimp, and we're going to do some tilapia. Well, I'm going to start putting the salmon on. I've already put a little Old Bay on. And I'm going to stack them on and get them grilling so John can tell us about what's going on here at our Blue Well location. We got our salmon on. And we're going to put our tilapia right here in the middle. Now on the tilapia, we decided to use a smokehouse maple seasoning. On the salmon, we're using an Old Bay seasoning. And I can already smell the smokehouse maple. Now, I'll put the shrimp on a little bit later because it does not take shrimp long to get done at all. John, tell me a little bit about what we have going on with our brand new seafood section.
Well, what we're doing is we're ordering weekly. We're getting it straight out of Bristol. Before that, it's coming from Maryland, straight out of it. And what we're doing is we're ordering it, like I said, weekly. We're getting in salmon, tilapia, halibut. We also do lobster tails, shrimp, stuffed mushrooms, Maryland crab cakes. That's just a little bit. We do crab legs, frog legs, and
Frog legs?
frog legs, yeah.
Oh, wow. And tell me a little bit about the stuffed mushrooms before you go on and tell me what else we have.
It's basically just the mushroom stuffed with cheese and a little bit of different seafood.
Oh, okay. Now what else do we have? I know you said frog legs. You got orange roughy.
Orange roughy, catfish nuggets, sea bass, catfish fillets.
And for folks who don't know, a lot of the fish, if you have an air fryer, fish is so good cooked in the air fryer, especially those catfish nuggets that you have.
Definitely.
Now, if a customer wants something that they don't see out here, what do you recommend they do?
They can get directly with me or anybody in the meat department. They can ask us for it and we can see if we can get it.
Oh, wow. And you said, like you said, everything is fresh.
Yeah.
Which, you know, you want fresh seafood.
Yes.
You know, what I love about the seafood section too is it doesn't smell. You know, I know, I've gone into certain stores who have seafood sections. It's the first thing you smell when you walk in the store. That is not what I want to smell. This store, you don't even smell it.
That was one of our biggest concerns when we first put it in. And we monitored it, even asked customers from time to time, and there's been no smell whatsoever.
No, wow. And tell me again about the lobster that you have, because I know that you have the small lobster, tails. But do you have the larger tails as well?
We get them from time to time. Pretty much everything we have right now is just the smaller ones, but we do get the bigger ones.
Oh, okay. And how long has the meat department, has the seafood section been here?
Since the store opened last April. But we just really enhanced it and added to it about a month ago.
Yeah, because I came in here and I noticed that you have a lot of other things too, like those dips. You have that crab dip that I love.
Yes. Yeah.
And you have two other dips. I didn't recognize those two.
Yeah.
Now the crab dip, for those who doesn't know, is a Cajun crab dip that we have here. If you got pita chips, or something like that, or even just plain crackers. It's wonderful. If you're hosting a party too, you can put it in a nice little decorative bowl, and trust me, it won't be there long. But tell me about the other two dips that you have.
Cajun crab dip. It's another crab dip, and I can't remember the other name. It's basically just about the same thing as a crab dip, but it's got a different little name to it.
Oh, okay. And the orange roughy. I'm not the a seafood expert or anything like that, but what is orange roughy?
I'll be honest, I'm not a seafood expert by no means either, but it's supposed to be a very mild fish with little to no smell to it and have an excellent taste.
Huh. Okay, and now that we've talked about what you have in the seafood section, tell me what else folks can expect when they come here for the rest of your meat needs. Because I don't buy my meat anywhere but Grant Supermarket because I know it's always fresh, and I know that the meat department is always clean. And what I love most about your meat department, and folks don't know this, folks who work here know this because we can go behind the scenes sometimes. The meat department is so clean, you can almost eat off the floor. It's so clean. And I'm a big stickler for for making sure that everything is dressed when it comes to where I buy my meat.
Exactly.
You know, how do you guys do that? I mean,
it's cleaned every night. There's a closer. They clean everything. Every piece of equipment gets broken down.
I know they clean every night, but it is spotless.
Yeah. Well, like I say, every piece of equipment gets broken down. Everything's scrubbed, sanitized every single night.
Right. So you know that what you're getting is fresh. You know that everything's sanitized, and cleaned properly, and I love that. But let's get back to our other meat needs. What else do you guys have in the meat department? I know you always have ground beef, ground chuck, and that's been on sale lately.
Yeah, the ground beef's actually on sale right now.
Now, if someone wants ground beef this week, how much can they get the ground beef for?
Family pack's $1.99 a pound.
Wow. And that's something that you can also freeze as well, hamburger freeze as well. And if you got a family, if you got a freezer, the time to get it is when it's on sale. Now this fish is smelling real good. I think our tilapia is about done. I think our salmon has just a few more minutes on it. I don't think we're going to have time enough to get to the shrimp because we're running out of time on our 10-minute meal. But we'll throw this on afterwards, and you can join us on Facebook, where we're going to be, walking around the store, and some of our customers and some of our employees are going to be getting to do a taste test. So I'm going to plate this tilapia because it's done, and the salmon is almost done. I'm going to actually give that one more minute. So just to recap again, of what all we have. We have the frog legs. We have the crab legs. We have the stuffed mushrooms. We have what else? Help me out here.
Fresh salmon, fresh trout, wild sockeye salmon, the orange roughy, the tilapia, the Maryland crab cakes, lobster tails, and many more.
Wow. Well, like I said, for all your seafood needs, come on down to Grant Supermarket in Bluewell, where everything is fresh and everything is clean. I'm going to plate this tilapia, and we're going to give our salmon a few more minutes. Oh, that's flaky and it's almost falling apart. So, if you want to know what's going on in the kitchen, join us once a month for our 10-minute meals. But if you really want to know what's cooking, come to one of our 16 locations near you. Grant Supermarket, the best friend your budget ever had. And don't forget, the salmon just has a couple more minutes, and we'll throw this on too and do some taste testing. Join us on Facebook.